Let's begin. Today's July 10th, 2024, and we're solving the Daily Turing Machine Puzzle. Today's puzzle uses the following 5 criteria cards. Criteria card 4, 10, 18, 19, and 20. And the puzzle uses the orange verification cards. So the code above is your way to get more information on today's puzzle by searching the code on turingmachine.info. Let's go solve. So on the grid above, we've got our 5 criteria cards, criteria card A, criteria card B, and criteria card C. On the bottom row, we've got criteria card D and criteria card E. So criteria card A looks at that middle digit, the square digit, and we'll be comparing it to the number 4. So should the square value be less than 4? Should it be equal to 4? Or should it be greater than 4? Criteria card B looks at our 3-digit solution and will let us know how many of those digits should be a 4. Should there be no 4s, a single 4, perhaps 2, maybe even all 3 are 4. Criteria card C will look at our 3 digits, triangle, square, and circle, add them together, and the Turing machine will let us know whether the sum of the 3 digits is an even quantity or an odd quantity. Criteria card D will take a look at the first 2 digits, triangle and square, add them together, and compare it to the number 6. So should the sum be less than 6? Should it be equal to 6? Or should it be greater than 6? And finally, criteria card E looks at our 3-digit solution, and the Turing machine will let us know a little bit about the structure of the 3-digit solution. Specifically, it will let us know whether it has no repetitions, meaning all 3 digits are unique, as in the example 125, or the Turing machine may tell us that it's a double number, where there is a single digit repeated, as in the example 112, or even it could be a triple number, where it's a single digit repeated 3 times, as in the example 222. Remember, the objective of the puzzle is to find this unique 3-digit solution that abides by all the 5 criteria cards we just described. And we're going to start off with our initial proposal of 314. So the first thing I want to test is I want to know a little bit about the structure of the solution. So let me go ahead and test criteria card E. Okay, so the Turing machine responds that it approves of the initial proposal, 314. Notice that 314 are all unique digits, meaning there are no repetitions. And that's what the Turing machine is letting us know. So let's go ahead and type that up. So at this point, we really can't eliminate anything, but we do know that all 3 digits are unique. The next thing I'd like to test is I want to know a little bit about the sum of the 3 digits. So let me go ahead and test criteria card C. Okay, so the Turing machine does not approve of the proposal. So if I go ahead and add up all 3 digits, we have 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 4 is 8. The Turing machine is letting me know that no, the sum should not be an even quantity. In fact, it should be an odd quantity. So let me go ahead and type that up in section C, that triangle plus square plus circle should be an odd quantity. And that will sort of let us know a little bit about the 3 digits that we're talking about. So again, the sum is odd. And because the sum is odd, we have 2 possibilities. Remember, we are looking for a solution that is unique in all digits. So that means that we could either have the sum of 2 evens, because that sum of 2 evens is an even, but we need that 3rd digit to be odd. And the same is true if you had a pair, or sorry, I apologize, not a pair, but 2 odds, and the 3rd digit must be an odd. So again, we're looking for 2 evens and an odd, or all odd. Okay, and we do have this card, criteria card B. So at this point, we know either there is a 4 or there isn't. And so if there is no 4, that would mean that indeed we have all 3 digits being odd. If it is present, then we know that respectively there should be a 2 as well. So I am intrigued by that, even though it is a 50-50, but it is a good clue, I think, or a good criteria to resolve, so that, again, we have a better idea of what the 3-digit solution would look like. So let me go ahead and test criteria card B. Okay, so since there is no 4, that means there is no 2, and so that means that indeed the 3-digit solution is all odd. So let's go ahead and type that up in section B. So we'll first say that there is no 4-digit, and so that again means that there is no 2 to pair it up with to have the 2 evens. So then we'll say that solution has, we'll just say 1, 3, and 5. So we don't know in what order they're going to appear, but we do know that indeed they should all be odd. Okay, well that does it for this first round. We've already completed our 3 Turing tests, and so in addition to knowing that there is no 4, again, that means that they're all odd. So let me go ahead and cross out all of the even, so all the 2s and all the 4s for square, or triangle, square, and circle, since we're dealing with all odds. And that's a pretty interesting combination of cards and sort of, the results of the criteria cards, that criteria cards B, C, and E together with those exact results ends up telling us that we have a 3-digit solution that is all unique odds. Okay, so the next part of this phase, where we're trying to construct a good second round proposal, is that we didn't test A, which would let us know again which odd it would be, and then criteria card D in addition will let us know about the sum of the 2 digits. Now notice that besides criteria card C, there's no mention of circle, right? All these are kind of worked so much in tandem that we really don't know which is which. So that means that circle somehow is going to be forced into that 3rd odd. So the interesting thing about criteria card D is that potentially we could have a sum of 1 and 5 that would give us a total of 6. And then, of course, criteria card A would let us know, well, which one among square would it be, 1 or 5? And of course, triangle would be the other digit, and circle would end up being technically 3. So that's very interesting that, without testing anything, we know, again, if the sum is 6, that circle would be 3. So that's very interesting. I wonder, could we just straight out deduce that? Let's see. Again, if the sum is 6, square will tell us which one it is. Is it less than 4 or greater than 4? Triangle would be the other one. Let's see. And of course, circle would be 3. If not, then what would the sum be? Would the sum be less than 6, greater than 6? I guess there are multiple. You could argue, yeah, it could be greater than, and that would mean that it'd have to be 3 and 5. If it's less than, it'd be 1 and 3. So I think in general, I think they're all sort of 50-50-ish. Well, maybe not, because if you do, it is 1 out of 3. for the sum. You don't know which one it is, but that may give you a hint on what square might be. But yeah, let me go ahead and I want to test a sum of 6. So let me go ahead and say 153. Let's go ahead and try that out. And let's see. I'm just hoping that, have I given it enough thought? We know it can't be 4 equal to 4. I guess if it's less than 4, that's 1 or 3. And yeah, I'm not sure. Would 153 be too easy? Let's go ahead and still test it. Okay, so again, we're testing criteria card D first to see if the sum is 6. No, it's not 6. Okay, so what does that mean? If it's not 6, if it doesn't include 1 and 5, that means that one of them has to be a 3, right? It has to be a 3. Okay, so let's say for criteria card D, we'll say that the sum of triangle and square is either triangle plus square is either less than 6 or greater than 6. Is less than or, let me move this a bit more, or greater than 6. Okay, so we can't really exclude 1 or 5 because we don't know which one it is, less than or greater than. But we do know that we should have at least a 3. So let's see. So yeah, let's go ahead and test. Well, if we know that there is a 3, that'll be interesting. Let's go ahead and test criteria card A. Okay, fantastic. So we do know that it's greater than 5. So we know square should be greater than 5. Or sorry, greater than 4, since I did pick the 5. So that means that, yes, square is 5. So let me go ahead and cross out the 1 and the 3. So since it is a 5 and we know it's not 6, then it must be, triangle must be 3. So in essence, we're deducing that the sum is greater than 6. And again, we do have all unique solution. So obviously triangle can't be 5. So yeah, so we're looking at 3, 5, and then a 1. So let me go ahead and cross out 3 and cross out the 4. And so that's our solution, 3, 5, 1. So let's type it up. And so let's kind of review very quickly. So for criteria card A, yes, the square digit, the middle digit is greater than 4. We know that there are no 4s. Indeed, they're all odd. Yes, the sum is odd. Here we are deducing again that it's greater than 6. And then there are no repetitions. So it looks good. So let's go verify. So 3, 5, 1. Okay, fantastic. But again, we do have to confirm or see how we did versus the Turing machine. I do believe that we did just 5, so that's always a good indication. So in the first round we did B, C, and E was the only correct. So let's go type that up. B, C, and E. And then the second round we tested A, which was also correct, and D was incorrect. So let's see how we did. Wow, I'm quite surprised that we were able to do it in 5 questions, 2 rounds, and the Turing Machine took 7. I'm wondering what sort of deductions or what sort of conclusions we came to help us out. Again, perhaps since in round 1 we were able to establish that we had all odds, maybe that was a bigger advantage than what I thought. And testing criteria card A and D, I think really helped out that at least we got one check, because that confirmed something definitive, and I think it helped us with the second one. Okay, well, if you have any additional ideas or comments, please do add those. And if you like the video, please do give it a thumbs up so that more people can find this channel. And if you don't want to miss out on any future videos, please do hit subscribe. Well, until next time, have a great one.